What is required evacuating a building in the event of fire? Escape route: fire integrity. Self-closing fire doors that open outwards easily. Escape routes clearly marked. Emergency lighting for routes. Routes kept free from obstruction. Safe, clearly signed assembly point. What is the precautions to protect against electrocution when excavating near underground cables? Supply isolation. Cable routes identification via plans and cable detectors. Checking for service box covers. Marking of cable routes. Digging with hand tools. What is the precautions to protect against electrocution when working near overhead power lines? Isolation. Goalpost barriers defining clearance distances. Use of signs and bunting to clearly mark danger zones. Safe access routes under lines. Use of marshals and banksmen when cranes, excavators or tipper lorries may approach. Restriction on use of metal ladders and scaffold tubes. How do routine inspection before using a forklift truck. Tire pressure and condition lights functioning, where fitted. Secure and properly adjusted seats. Undamaged mirrors with good vision. Leakages from various fluids, diesel, battery acid, oil, brake fluid etc. Battery connections. Chains in good order. Horn operates. Reversing audible signals where fitted. Forks in good order. Brake checks, including hand brake. Forks do not drop when raised, hydraulic fluid levels. No play in steering wheel. Define ergonomics. The study of the interaction between workers and their work and is concerned with the design of the workplace, work equipment and work methods with the needs and limitations of the human operator. Work-related upper limb disorders such as pain in shoulders, arms, including forearms, wrists, hands, fingers and even neck pains. Eye strain. What is the mechanical hazards? Entanglement. Crushing. Drawing in. Shear. Define the occupational health term. Target organ. A part of the body that sustains an adverse effect when exposed to, or is contaminated by, a particular substance or agent. The harmful effects of a toxic substance confined to particular organs such as the lungs, liver, skin or kidneys. Define personal hygiene. Regular hand washing. Restriction of smoking and eating in the workplace. PPE such as gloves. Removal and cleaning of contaminated clothing. Explain in each type how the footwear protects the wearer. Falling objects, steel toe caps. Sharp objects, steel insoles. Flammable atmospheres, anti-static footwear. Spread of contamination, washable boots. Molten metal, heat-resistant boots and gaiters. Electricity, rubber soles. Wet environments, impermeable Wellington boots. Slippery surfaces, non-slip soles. Cold environments, thermally insulated footwear. What are the main precautions of an excavation? Detection of services using plans, cable, pipe detectors etc. Supporting the sides. Storage of materials and spoil away from the edge. Measures to prevent vehicles falling into excavations such as stop blocks. Guardrails and barriers. Measures to prevent collapse of adjacent structures. Safe means of access, egress. Testing for, and ventilation of, noxious fumes. Measures to pump out water. Safe procedures for working with mechanical plant. Inspection, training and supervision. What are the hazard of forklift truck? Insecure, excessive or uneven loading. Incorrect tilt and or elevation of forks whilst traveling. Uneven or unconsolidated ground. Slopes and incorrect procedures to deal with them. Obstructions overhead and low level. Cornering at excessive speeds. Sudden braking. Tires in poor condition. Mechanical failure. What are the most important factors of forklift truck operation? Select suitable staff. They need to be at least years old. Other requirements apply in industry-specific regulations, medically fit and with the right disposition. Identify vehicles. Different types of lift truck and attachments will require additional training. Identify work, the workplace environment, materials to be handled and work activities will impose additional training requirements. Identify training needs, by matching the individuals selected with the type of vehicle, work, activity and workplace environment. A training program can be developed in accordance with the approved code of practice. Remember that experienced operators may require conversion training. Provide training, either in work site or via a training center. Ensure instructors are competent and adequate facilities are available. Training should cover basic training, specific job training and familiarization. Keep records. Record the training undertaken by individual operators and certification awarded along with continuous assessment and test results. Authorization. Provide written authorization to those allowed to operate lift trucks. Monitor performance. Keep an eye on operating procedures, etc. Refresher training. Provide as and when necessary. Health surveillance. Provide routine medical checks for lift truck operators, particularly for those in middle age and above. What are the key points for vehicle traffic routes? Ensure roadways are wide enough for the largest vehicle likely to use them. Take account of the maximum number of vehicles and pedestrians entering or leaving the premises at the beginning and end of each shift. Design road systems to provide minimum travel distances between places where vehicles have to visit. Where possible, eliminate the need for vehicles to reverse by, for example, the introduction of one-way traffic systems. Where possible, eliminate sharp bends and blind corners. Where this is not possible, provide suitable warning signs and mirrors. Keep road junctions and rail crossings to a minimum. Ensure entrances and gangways are wide enough to provide sufficient space to accommodate vehicles stopped for checking from causing obstructions. Ensure there are clear direction signs and identification markings on doors and buildings to help avoid driver error and unnecessary traffic movement. What are the key points for pedestrian traffic routes? Do not allow trailing leads to create tripping hazards. Do clear up spillages quickly. Do replace or repair torn floor coverings, etc. Do provide handrails on stairways and ensure stairs are well lit. Do not block passageways or corridors. Do doors suddenly open onto pavements or onto vehicle routes, car parking arrangements, and so on. Traffic routes. What are the general requirements of floors and traffic routes? Sound construction. Sufficient strength and stability to meet the required demands. Surfaces should be even and free of faults. Special attention must be paid to surfaces which are liable to become slippery. When any spills or leakages do occur, they should be cleaned up immediately. Floors and traffic routes which are open to the elements should have non-skating rink. Surfaces which may need to be gridded in spells of freezing weather.
Please give comment and suggestions.
Thank you.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank for visit our channel. See you next class.
Thank you.